Yo, check it out, I gotta speak the truth about the hardest working small channel in the crypto booth. He's the crypto father, the one.
Welcome back to the Crypto Father channel. Today is the 16th of October. I hope you're liking this little pump on the market that we're seeing on Bitcoin and everything else. It's been a pretty nice green Monday. Bitcoin pumped all the way to like $67,000, despite the fact that the market cap has dipped a little bit by 1.7% to $2.389 trillion. The trading volume still remains at $138,000 or billion dollars, $138 billion. Bitcoin's presently trading at $66,000, but it did rip all the way to $67,000, and I guess the hope is that it's going to quite possibly break above 70,000 with the open interest and the amount of people buying Bitcoin right now. Are you still holding your stash, or have you sold it all? Ethereum at $2,500, Binance Smart Chain, Binance Coin or Binance Token at 588. Somebody was asking me about ICOs. The last video I posted on Monday about the Trump ICO. I'm done with ICOs. I'm not doing ICOs anymore. They were asking me if I'm still in ICOs or if I'm in that particular ICO, and I no longer do ICOs. I think it's just a waste of money, unless you have money to waste, because the chances of an ICO like that, or maybe not this particular one, but chances of ICO succeeding are slim. I mean, you're investing money into very unknown waters. It's like gambling, right? It's Russian roulette. Granted, Trump does have a lot of backing, so if you're able to get into that ICO, you might stand a chance of making some profits initially. But as somebody else posted or replied to my video on Facebook, saying that everything Trump touches turns into manure over time. So whether that's right or wrong in terms of its validity as a statement is up for debate, I guess. I don't follow enough of Trump's investments to actually know whether he does turn things into manure magically like that, but I'm not going to take a stance on that position because I don't care either way. Like I said, I'm not in ICOs. I don't get into ICOs anymore. I'm a lot more in favor of just getting some coins on the open market or mining them. Of course, like I said many times before, I don't mine in Korea because it's just not worth it. The electricity expenses are way too high here. And what's the deal with Americans now saying electric bills? Isn't it electricity bills? Is that another acronym? Is that another Americanization of the English language? It's electricity. What's electric bills? The bills are electric? It's so weird, bizarre. Anyway, that's a new thing that I've picked up on. So no ICOs for me. No thank you. On the daily, Bitcoin ripped right over the descending channel that I had following it down here. It went all the way up to almost $68,000. That's massive. Let's have a quick look here. Yeah, that's 67,800. What are we at here? 922. 67,900. So almost $68,000. Now we've got this resistance line at 69,600, which is sweet, but I mean, first we have to break above that $68,000 market, $68,000 price tag. And since round numbers are psychological triggers, that may be a tricky thing, but let's adjust this chart to okay. So this is now this adjusted, and Bitcoin has broken above the upper line on the Bollinger Bands. On the Bollinger Bands, we've hit the upper regions of the band, and so chances are Bitcoin could do two things as always. I mean, technically three: go up or go down or go sideways. But looking at this and knowing that the open interest is as is, we could see another push to $68,000. So according to Glassnode open interest charts, it looks like we've got open interest soaring above Bitcoin price, which could indicate that we're going to see a lot more upside for Bitcoin over the upcoming days. According to Cointelegraph, open Interest on Bitcoin soars to one-year high as Bitcoin price rallies toward $68,000. However, some traders are concerned that the sharp increase in demand for Bitcoin leverage could pose a potential risk. Of course, it could pose a potential risk. The aggregated Bitcoin futures open interest, which measures the total number of Bitcoin futures contracts, signals a rising appetite for leverage, causing some unease among investors. And that's probably due to the fact that Bitcoin's rising, and now all of a sudden everybody thinks that it's a good time to start leveraging Bitcoin and start opening up some longs, and that could lead to some disastrous consequences. High open interest can increase the risk of cascading liquidations due to unexpected upward or downward price movements, leading traders to anticipate heightened volatility, because that's usually what's expected. That's usually what the case is. As soon as nobody's buying Bitcoin when it's low, nobody is getting in because it's a risky asset. But as soon as it starts moving and as soon as it starts pumping, all of a sudden everybody starts buying, which is not really the time to buy. But this is what causes the markets to push upwards. But also that is the time when you need to be very, very careful, because a massive price movements, especially when they're done by retail investors, tend to be followed by retracements when Wall Street and VCs take their profits, and you see the prices cascading downwards. Increased volatility is often a backward-looking indicator, meaning traders wait for days of strong price movements before adding new positions. This delayed response can explain the rise in leverage use as participants feel more confident entering trades after observing significant price action. Tweets are also coming out. Dan crypto trades, Bitcoin starting to move up and getting close to the top side where there's a big liquidity cluster. It took out a lot during the August 2 dump 2 months ago. Right now, the biggest cluster on the high time frames sit above 70,000 and below 50,000. 70,000 would be the top, and so that would be resistance, and that's why I'm saying that at $70,000 we're probably going to see a bit of a retracement before breaking above it. If we manage to break above 70,000, then a proper bull run will be in the maps. That's why I'm very cautious about people asking me whether Bitcoin's going to continue moving upwards. If it doesn't break above 70,000, I mean, we'll still have 68,000 in the way. 69,000 is still there. And if we do manage to break above 70,000, then I think we're going to see some clear skies. And right now, retracements down to $50,000 are way down. So that's not a path that Bitcoin is going to take right now. This is like a massive drop. We would have to see a drop of 25%, which is, I mean, for Bitcoin, it's not a lot, but it is a huge drop right now. And I don't think that's going to be playing out right now unless something massive, another black swan event, hits the markets. What else is happening? The first GameStop on Ethereum. Apparently, somebody's launching GameStop on Ethereum. This project is making waves in the crypto space with strong fundamentals and unique features that set it apart. Here's why this could be the opportunity of a lifetime for early investors. So whatever this project is, they're riding on the coattails of GameStop. I don't know what this project is, but be careful now in the bull run. Things are starting to move. Bitcoin's starting to move. There is a bit of greed, I'm sure, that's coming along. Let's have a quick look at the greed and fear and greed index. The fear and greed index is in neutral zone right now, but it is on the up, especially now with Bitcoin pumping the way it is. I'm sure that there's going to be more and more scams coming out. So you got to be careful about things like that, because you don't want to start losing your money now when you should be investing it into something solid. If you have money, don't be throwing it into ICOs. I know a lot of ICOs might be coming out again, like the Trump one. But ICOs are a hit and miss. If you are in possession of a lot of cash, then yeah, go ahead and do your ICO thing. But if you're not, then I would strongly suggest you put your money, you put your fiat into Bitcoin now or whenever. If you're planning on holding Bitcoin for a long time, then it doesn't matter when you buy it. Right now is as good time as any to buy Bitcoin, but if you are trading and if you are hoping to make gains, then I heard talks of another possible retracement. According to some sources, we have about 8 weeks during which another retracement is expected to occur, and this was posted sometime 2 or 3 weeks ago. So we still have 4 or 5 weeks time during which Bitcoin could see a massive retracement, and that could be prior to the presidential elections, just to allow Wall Street to scoop up more Bitcoin before the pump in the post-election. And post-elections, as you have seen, as I've talked about it before, usually post-November, post-elections, we have seen a pretty good movement on the coin. So if you notice here, December, post-November, September, October, November would be right here in 2020, and then we had a nice pump into 2021, and then another one in August, September, October, in November, post-October, November 2021. Actually, this was the peak, November 2021, and then it was a downward spiral in 2021. So November of 2021 wasn't all that great. November 2020 was a different story. Basically, we saw in 2020, 2021, we saw a year of massive gains for those who were able to capture that bull run. Will we see something happening now similar? So we could potentially see a nice bull run starting post the elections, which could carry us into the next year for a whole year, possibly. Here's an interesting article. UK identifies TikTok as an unregulated crypto platform. TikTok coins, the platform's virtual currency, are at the center of the allegations. I didn't even know TikTok had its coins. But of course, if this TikTok is an unregistered crypto exchange, that's problematic, because obviously banks and governments are not getting their fair share. They're not able to collect taxes and not get their cut. So that's a problem, right? You know, with things like that, you're always running the risk of having to deal with scammers and having to deal with that. And then when people do encounter scammers, then they cry wolf and they want the government to step in and take care of these things. But you know, on unregulated exchanges, you get what you paid for. Basically, it's like dealing on a black market, right? There's nobody that's coming to save you if you do choose to engage in transactions that go south for you in the end. Users can purchase the coins and use them to give virtual gifts to content creators. These presents then turn into diamonds, which content creators can then exchange for real cash. The former compliance consultant, on the other hand, contends that this system makes it possible to transmit money and exchange assets that are similar to cryptocurrencies without the need for the requisite license from the financial court authority. But this is the case with a lot of things. I mean, you can buy diamonds and stuff like that on Reddit. You can get these on a lot of other apps where you pass tokens and you can purchase things for creators or gift creators with presents, diamonds, and all that stuff. So TikTok is just being targeted for whatever reason, maybe for its expansive usage, quite possibly. And here's an interesting story, whether it's true or not, that's, you know, it's still, needs to be scrutinized. 14 hours ago, Cointelegraph says, and I've seen numerous of these posts as well, Grayscale puts Doge WorldCoin on list of 35 potential crypto products. WorldCoin, really? It's mulling to potentially include in its suite of crypto investment products. Crypto asset manager Grayscale added 35 crypto altcoins, including Dogecoin, WorldCoin, Pith, Rune, to a list of assets that are under consideration for future investment products. It looks like the likes of Grayscale are reaching towards shitcoins, which is an odd thing to see, because I thought they were, you know, after legitimate things like Bitcoin and I guess Ethereum. But one thing that I've seen a lot of, look at that, apparently Canary just filed for a Litecoin ETF. That's the news that's circulating around on X. Apparently, Canary Capital files for a Litecoin ETF. And this message has been passed around for quite some time, or has been passed around on several accounts, which is interesting. Somebody would have to check its legitimacy. Canary Litecoin ETF, exact name of the resignation as specified in its charter, Delaware state or other jurisdiction. Canary Capital Group LLC, Steve McGlurg, United States Securities and Exchange Commission, Washington DC 20549. So let's have a quick look on Litecoin, see if that gave it a nice pump. All right, Litecoin USDT, no, not really. Just a small pump, really, from $66 to $71. Okay, yeah, quite a bit of a pump. But where will it go? Look at that. Litecoin has been kind of sneaking around here, snaking along the path to who knows where. I don't even know why I've got the 64 marked here, but anyway, it did pump to $71 a Litecoin, so that's nice. We'll see how that continues, but this news, it's probably going to be debunked, most likely. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure I expect announcements to start come out about how certain accounts have been hacked and this is fake. Quick interlude. Remember that you can get yourself a $130 discount on a Descent wallet if you are in the market to purchase a fabulastic biometric crypto wallet. Then check it out. You can get a $130 discount on the purchase of 2 of these pups, with the ref link below the video, or $50 off on one of them, single unit, with the ref link below. I also made a review of the cards, the Descent cards, which are not biometric, but you can use them on the Descent wallet, the Descent mobile app, which allows you to use 3 wallets. Basically, you can have access to the biometric wallet, the card wallet, or just the phone app. So download the Descent app anyway. You can use it as a regular wallet on your phone, and then if you choose to add some devices, some hardware wallet, you can do that later on. But the Descent wallet itself is has some pretty good features, and I guess I should probably make a review video of that in another video, so I might do that as well. Yeah, that's it for today. Make sure to smash up the likes on this video, subscribe to the channel, pick up a Descent wallet, get yourself one of those biometric ones or a card one, which is a lot cheaper. But the biometric one, man, for the price of this wallet, you get a lot. And the fact that this is a hardware wallet, just like you would have Tezos, with a display that is pretty nifty, is pretty cool. You can get all of those goodies with the ref link and massive discounts. Check out the ref links below the video. Secure your crypto, especially now with all that's happening with the bull run coming up and the potential of scammers coming up. I hear that Google emails are getting spoofed by scammers using AI, which is freaky as hell. It's scary. So stay secure. Keep your crypto secure with the Descent wallet. See you next time.